In this video we're going to be answering some of the most frequently asked questions that we get about mobile websites here at GLBO Marketing. And the first one usually goes something along these lines, and people say, well, my website, it already appears on my phone, so don't I already have a mobile website? And as you can see from the illustration here, the answer is unfortunately not. On the left hand side we see a representation of how a regular website appears on a mobile phone, and this is not actually a bad representation because the images are showing here, and sometimes that's not the case, the images are missing. But you can still see that there's a lot of pinching and zooming and scrolling around trying to find the pages and the information you want, and the text is very, very small. And when you're scrolling around, you're also maybe missing some vital parts of the different parts of the page which you want your visitor to see. On the right hand side we see a website that's been optimized for mobile internet search. And so the question that often leads on from that is, well, what exactly is a mobile website and how does it differ from a regular website? Well, apart from the appearance, you can see here that we have the navigation buttons, which are much more prominent, easy to read, and what we call fan-friendly. So it is much easier to navigate around this website, to land on the page and to find the information you want. We also address the specific needs and motivations of the mobile browser, which is more of a buyer's mentality. So they're looking for how can I contact you, what are your opening hours, where you are, and what are your services. And the main definition and difference between a mobile site and a regular website is the fact that everything can be navigated and found on a vertical scroll like this, and very similar to how you would use your PC and laptop at home to scroll through a web page. So that is the main difference. And on our mobile case studies page we've got some simulators where we've got images like that with side by side of before and after shots of websites which you can navigate through to better experience the differences for yourself. Now, does the mobile website replace my existing website? This is an interesting question because people fear that it will make their regular website look horrible, but the answer is no, it definitely doesn't. It's a totally separate website that runs side by side with your regular site. And how it works is that anybody that's coming from a PC or a laptop device, a larger screen device, to look at your website would automatically still be directly to your regular website. But we put a little bit of code in the website which says that if the person is coming from a mobile device on the internet looking for your website, they would automatically get immediately redirected to your mobile website. So it's very kind of clever little piece of coding in there. Are your mobile websites compatible with all different phone types? And the answer is yes, they are mainly. Some of the older Blackberries, they're not so compatible, but with 90% of the iPhones, Androids, Windows phones and Blackberries, they might look slightly different, but they are totally compatible with all major phone types. What is the difference between a mobile website and a mobile app? And the site does look a bit app-like, I must admit, but the main difference is that anybody that's coming to your regular website will automatically get directed to the mobile site. It just happens. With a mobile app, somebody has to take the decision to go in and they have to download it. So they have to go to the iPhone App Store, or they have to go to the Android App Store. Also, apps are usually quite expensive. They can be £1,000 and upwards to get an app. But I said the main difference is that they're not as accessible to people, and people have to make that decision, and that they don't always want to download an app. And I also like to point out the difference that if you're searching Google for a business, or by name, or just you're looking for a restaurant in a certain town, would you go to Google or would you go to the Apple iStore? Most people go to Google, so that's really why you would need a mobile website in our estimations and our judgments, as well as or before a mobile app. So, what are the real benefits of having a mobile version of your website for business? Well, first of all and primarily, it's just great customer service. You're giving the customer an instantly better experience, and we know it's just common sense that if you give your customer a better experience at any stage of your business, they're more likely to stick with you, to do business with you. And also it's proven that people that land on a mobile website are more likely to spend longer time there, and they're more likely to take an action. For example, they're more likely to click to call the business if they land on a mobile website than they would do if it was a regular website. Now, this is a question that you might not get answered honestly from everybody, but are mobile websites necessary for all types of business at this time? Well, your business would certainly not be negatively influenced by having a mobile website. It's a great thing to have for any type of business, but there are certainly certain types of businesses which are more prevalent and would benefit more from having a mobile website at this time. Businesses like restaurants, businesses such as hairdressing salons and beauty salons, specialist retailers, gyms, estate agents, car dealerships, locksmiths, the type of businesses where people are more likely to be searching for in their phones. How much does a mobile website cost to create? Well, obviously the answer to this is specific to GLBO marketing. Our costs start around £300 for creating the website and £77 for the first year's hosting. So that's £377. That will be the cost for about 7 to 8% of the websites that we create. The influencing factors on making that a bit more expensive would be how many pages the website has and how difficult it is to convert from a regular website into a mobile site. Are there any additional costs? Well, I would say 90% of the times no, that is the cost that you pay, and that's inclusive for the first year. At the end of the first year, there's no renewal fee, but then there is a small monthly hosting fee that comes into effect at the anniversary of the website being created. So those are some of the most common questions that we get here. If you have any other questions at all, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us just to get those questions answered and to find out exactly what a mobile website could do for your business and why now is exactly the right time to be making that move to where people are increasingly looking, searching and communicating with local businesses online.